Not Jabroni Style would be our guest, and I believe he's here. I'll bring him in.
There he
Thanks,
is.
God.
Mr. Loco.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you, man?
Good, man. I thought I was going to have time to have some of these chocolate-covered almonds from Costa Rica, but you just threw me right into the fire, huh?
Oh, no, enjoy, brother. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Tell us how delicious they are.
You wouldn't be the first one to eat on this show.
Let me see. They look really good, man. Look, they got the sloth on it and everything. It looks pretty legit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can we put him in the middle? Can we make him the center of this interview?
We can do this. There you go. How's that?
How are they?
Oh, my God. They're pretty damn good.
All right. Well, you enjoy. Enjoy your almonds.
Yes.
Almonds. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't want to skate nuts and then get yelled at.
You don't want to skate nuts? I don't want to skate nuts either. I don't know what that means.
It means a title.
Double T can't speak. You'll notice that as the interview goes on more and more.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know. I know you're good. It's okay. I'm just preparing Mr. Loco. Do you prefer Gringo or Mr. Loco or?
Gringo's fine, man. That's what I go by everywhere. So, yeah, we can do that.
He's also the bass god, Tony. Let's get with it. Get with the program.
Like he's all about that bass?
That's right.
Do you twerk?
I do not.
See, if you're about bass, you got to twerk.
Do you twerk?
No, I try. I'm fucking awful.
At least you try.
I mean, it goes just about as well as some white Italian dude would fucking pull off a fucking twerk.
It's all about the attempt.
It just looks more like I'm humping air.
It could work. It could work depending on what part of the country you're in. You know, many people are into that.
No, I might get locked up around this part, around these parts.
Yeah, Tony's an oxysexual.
Is that a real thing?
It sounds like a Midwest thing, honestly. I don't know. So, Mr. Loco, almonds aside, how are you tonight, brother?
I'm doing okay, man. Just tired as always, man. How about yourself?
I don't have chocolate-covered almonds from Costa Rica, so I'm not doing as well as you are. So.
So you went from Chicago on Friday to Costa Rica?
No, I came from Costa Rica into House of Glory on Friday.
Obviously not the results you wanted at House of Glory.
No, but I mean, people, hitting me in the dick is always going to be a problem. So, the guy did that and lost the match, but I think I'm going to be utilizing my rematch clause here soon, and we'll see how that goes. So
now let me ask you, punch in the dick, does that mean next time you wear a cup?
it's got to be. I mean, I have to come well prepared. This is the name of the game nowadays. You never know what these heels are going to do. They're trying to win every match however they can, and Base God match was no different. So we came with a plan, and that was the result.
Man, what a busy week for you. House of Glory Cruiserweight title match. Again, I can't speak. And then Friday night, you were at Ring of Honor Proving Ground against Bandito. Unfortunately, also not the results you wanted, but you find yourself constantly in these championship matches. Do you feel like you're close to catching that break where you're holding those 10 pounds of gold in the air?
I do. I feel like it's just around the corner. I can tell you that, that night in Detroit, the crowd was pretty behind both of us, but Gringo was very prevalent in the arena, man. There was Gringo Loco chants. I think they call it an inverted angle slam off the top. People lost their minds. And, they just couldn't believe what they were seeing. So I think that little by little, I've been chipping away at all these cities, and they're all, can we swear on here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You better.
Okay. Well, they're all beginning to fuck with Gringo hard. So, I think people are starting to really wake up to what Base God is trying to put out to the world in the wrestling business.
So
I do.
When you're as busy as you have been, especially over the last few days, how difficult is it to not only prepare to go from city to city, but prepare for a different opponent, different styles of matches, different stipulations? How hard is that for you as a pro wrestler, or is it old hat for you by now?
Oh no, you never get used to that. So I take it as it comes. Like, I got a Canadian loop coming up. I actually leave for Canada tomorrow, and it's a 5-way lucha scramble, and all of them are amazing. Ray Horace, Ares, Jack Cartwheel. I forget the other guy, Spiderfly, which is an incredible talent. I'm sure you're gonna be saying that name a lot on these podcasts coming up in the future, but I take it as it comes. So I'll wake up and I'll say, what does this week have in store? And it's a 5-way lucha scramble. Then it's me and Ares versus an incredible tag team the next day, and then I'm off to where really I cut my teeth and started to really get some momentum. I go back to Cleveland, Ohio for AIW for their 20-year anniversary, which is so awesome. It'll be great to be back in Cleveland, and then then we're off to LA for another lucha show. So we're just crisscrossing all over the country here, and I take every match seriously, and I just look at it and I say, what's the best thing that we can do, for the fans, for me, for my opponent, and we're just trying to make the best show that we can.
You mentioned being all over the place, and for those not familiar with Gringo Loco, you've been in the wrestling business for quite a bit of time. How much does it mean for you to be included in Dean 2 and to be part of that 10-man Cybernetico?
Yeah, so those guys have been following my career for a very long time, almost since the very beginning. They know my humble beginnings very very intently. They know the teachers that I started with. They know the year that it happened. They know my opponents that I've had throughout the years. They know my struggles through Mexico City and out of Mexico City. So when they came to me with this idea, I was like, please include me in anything that you guys have going on. And I guess they're doing it in conjunction with Tony Khan and AEW, which is even more incredible because, I have a good relationship and an open door there as well. So, guys like Hologram I've known for years. We'll see who gets added to that crazy. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it, man. Like we did the first one WrestleMania weekend last year in Philly, and it was fun. Like it was a success. I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. So, I think they have a lot of respect for Lucha Libre. So, out the gate, if you have respect for Lucha, you win my heart.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a show. They announced Tom Lawler, Josh Woods as well. So a lot of great stuff going on there with Dean 2. And it's for a great cause. If you're not familiar with action wrestling, and Dean, who was a part of the message boards and involved heavily in action wrestling, he passed away a couple years ago. So this is a great cause here. Let me tell you, my favorite Gringo Loco match that you ever had was in December of 2024 when you beat the dog piss out of Micro Man. I loved every second of it, Gringo Loco. You have no idea how much I can't stand Micro Man.
Oh, you gotta love Micro Man.
Oh, when Selena De La Renta and MLW put him in that duffel bag, I thought hoping he was gone forever.
When you were saying that, I was like, there's so many ways that this could go. Like, is he going to mention the Psycho? Is he going to mention the Psycho Clown match? Is he going to mention the Phoenix match? Like, and of course, Micro Man wins. He always does.
He beat the shit out. It was great. It was great. The ladder, the door.
You make me sound so diabolical, man. Did you like the finish?
I'm okay with that. I like diabolical.
I'm saying, did you like the actual finish of that match?
Yes.
Okay. I loved it. I thought it was great. And he doesn't lose often in GCW, so that was a big night.
Right, that's another problem. How's he beating all these normal people?
I don't know, man, but he won the clusterfuck, and he's winning all kind of stuff.
It's crazy shit, I tell you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because we were talking about Sabu before you joined us. Unfortunately, you passed this past weekend. You got to share a locker room with him at GCW over WrestleMania weekend, and I'm sure you spent some time at some point in your career with him. How influential was Sabu to your wrestling career?
So I've always enjoyed watching his matches as a child. He wasn't like my number one or number two. I was more of like an RVD guy. Taz was a big influence. Rhino, guys like definitely Tajiri. I had my dream match the other day in January in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Couldn't believe that I was in the ring with that guy. But anyway, I mean, he was definitely a guy when you turn on the pay-per-view for ECW. and I was in high school, that, if he's on the card, you are going to tune into his match because you never know what's going to happen. The guy was out of his mind. It was awesome every single time. And I think that, I know how inspirational he was to many generations that came after him. I mean, I don't think he influenced me because I would never be crazy enough to do that type of stuff that he did, if that makes any sense. I can understand why people form their career after him, but I don't think I'm athletic enough to do the stuff that he was able to do. So enjoy watching it, yes, but to do it physically in the ring, I don't think it's possible.
I mean, you do some pretty high flying stuff.
I just can't run from the ring to a chair to a rope to the outside. It's just not happening. It's just that's scary as hell.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. You'll get there if you want to.
I will give you guys a little bit of insider baseball here. So I show up to Joey Janela's spring break 9, and I walk into just a random locker room, and I got my braids out, and I'm just ready to roll. I got my gear on already. And he, we're cordial enough. I'm pretty sure he knew who Gringo was, but I'm not positive that he did. We've had run-ins here and there. And as soon as I walk in, we locked eyes, and he goes, "Yo, cool hairdo," because he had the braids as well. And I thought that was really, I mean, honestly, looking back, that was the last thing he's ever said to me. But like, that was a cool moment. I was like, hell yeah, man, you too, because he had the braids going on that night as well. So I thought that was really nice.
You mentioned the Hammerstein Ballroom, and you mentioned getting to be in there with Tajiri, Super Crazy, and Little Guido. Were you with GCW the first time they ran there?
Oh yeah. We had a 6-man as well. It was unbelievable. That was what we stacked 2 double stacks on top of each other. Do you remember that?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, it was like you, Rez. I can't remember who else.
Yeah, Bandito, Flamita, Ares.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite matches, man. That was, the match went really well. A lot of chemistry between all of us, and we threw the craziest stuff we could at New York that night. I thought it was very memorable.
So for you guys to come back in January, like, I love the fact that GCW kind of embraced, like, the consensus was like the first GCW versus the world. Like, it wasn't a GCW show, like. And then they embraced it. Like, the vignettes with everybody in the jumpsuits, like, was fucking great. Matt Cardona as the judge. Like, obviously there were some things that happened that you can't control. The alley catch injury was unfortunate. But did you feel like GCW came out looking better this time around?
I think so. I thought the vignettes were fantastic, man. There was a lot of work that was involved in putting all that out. And I actually flew back from a European tour early to make sure that I made one of those tapings with the bus and everything outside of Hammerstein. So I thought it came off really well. I think the fans really enjoyed it. There was a lot of hype around it. I mean, I'm sure you saw GCW and Brett, promoting the show with the flyers that were made from all the pictures that were taken those days. And, it was really a collective effort to really push GCW's second time at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And I thought the show was fantastic, man. Again, Alley Catch getting hurt kind of took the air out of the room, but I think we recovered well.
Yeah, no, I know Brando was there. He braved the terrible weather and made it to the Hammerstein. And I love that they leaned into it, and this was like a redemption song, and I think they did a great job. I love watching fucking GCW on Triller Plus, whatever they call it now. Like, it's awesome. Shows every weekend. It's a mixed bag. You get a little bit of everything. And that's where I really became familiar with you. I know we've watched some MLW in the past. I know you spent some time there, but GCW is really where we got I can't speak for the group, got to sink my teeth into Gringo Loco and to watch you beat the shit out of Microman. And you're in a pretty badass tag team too. Let's not forget about your tag team. So
love that. Love Ares. Ares is I mean, if we're gonna be real for a second, Ares really saved my career. I would say a little bit right after the pandemic when stuff started opening up, I was just telling him, I think we had a 3-way with Gino Medina, if you're familiar, from Texas. And it was just, I mean, it was a great match. And I was like, man, that was a good one. Maybe I could just like leave the business now. And he was like, wait, you're going to leave the professional wrestling business? What are you talking about? I was like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not in love with what's going on. And it doesn't seem like anything is happening. And, he was the guy that really talked me back into staying around, and then literally everything happened after that. So he's always going to have a special place in my life, and I'm going to do everything I can to help him.
And Gringo, just to switch gears for a second here, it seems like every weekend on some independent show somewhere, there's something that goes viral, right? Something, whether it's really, really awesome or really, really shit. This past weekend, I think I saw one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm pretty sure you already know what I'm talking about. And I don't know if he's done this before, Ninja Mac. I don't know if he's done this move before. I don't know if he's ever done it before, but it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen ever. Is this something that you've ever seen him do before? Is this something that he set out to do? I know he wasn't trying to be viral, but it just happened to do that. What can you say about that spot with Ninja Mac?
Well, that's the thing. Like Ninja Mac, if you know him, you talk to him, he doesn't try to be anything. He just is Mac. And when I woke up and I saw that, I knew instantly that that was going to be the video of the day, maybe the video of the week, potentially the video of the month. Never been done. He's never mentioned that to me. To see it go as well as it did, to be landed perfectly right outside of the ring, and then to continue going, and then have his opponent running away the way that he was, like a horror movie. I was like, this is magic. This is perfect. And I watched it, I'm sure, as you guys did, I watched it probably 10, 15 times, trying to figure out logistically how it happened. That then, like, I tried to place this, which is impossible. Was going through his head as it was happening. I just, what an attack on your rival that you chase him all the way down the ramp, the entrance ramp, to kick him in the head on a back handspring like that is so sick. It's so awesome.
That's why, and the fact that he does it all with a mask on too, like, I don't know, I can barely do anything like just as is, and this dude's doing a zillion back handsprings with a mask.
I don't know if you guys saw before, right? I think it was like a week before that clip. He posted something on Twitter and Instagram saying that he wasn't going to hold back anymore, that it was his time to show the world like what he can really do. And I was like, bro, you're already like incredibly disgustingly sick. What could you possibly come up with? And then the next week he debuts something that's never been done before in wrestling.
I love that he's in the best of the Super Juniors. It's a great opportunity for him. I hope he continues to make viral fucking clips all week, man. It's awesome.
He probably will.
Here's a weird question. So you've been in this game for quite a bit of time now. Like, is that ever a thought? Like, I need to do something that's going to go viral? Oh, come on now. Oh, I thought we lost you, Gringo.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, bud. What was the question?
Is that like a thought ever? Like, I need to do something to go viral?
No, that's never ever been my MO, man. It's always just been have the greatest possible match that you can of the night, and you always want to try to give something to the fans that are watching, whether it's on Triller or whatever, just something different that they haven't seen before. That's always the goal.
Yeah, and I guess if it just happens to make headlines, then I guess that's just a bonus for you.
Yeah. It's just icing on the cake that I was already trying to bake anyway.
That was perfect. That was so well delivered. What you just did there.
Do you bake, Gringo Loco?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. What?
He doesn't bake. He cooks.
I mean, with what time? If I'm not on the road, I'm trying to find somewhere to sleep, and then when I wake up, I got to do the next whatever.
You get one of those easy bake ovens.
Yeah,
those are quick.
And now you're talking.
Yeah,
when I got my air fryer, it was a game changer for sure. I felt like I was a cook.
What is the last thing you put in your air fryer?
Oh, chicken nuggets, man, of course. I mean, what else would it be?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Someone on the panel, maybe he puts fake chicken in their air fryer. Just saying.
Somebody put fake chicken in their air fryer. Do I want to know the story on this, or what? What's happening?
Handsome Kevin, feel free to let him know you put like fake fucking chicken in your air fryer. Whatever you eat.
Well, first of all, nutsack. It wasn't fake chicken. All right. Second of all, I still have never done my laundry in a porta potty, so we'll stick there.
Wow, you guys are wild here, huh?
Oh yeah, it's out of control. What it did. Look, if you thought you were gonna get on here, we're gonna ask you about who trained you and three matches. It's not happening. It's not happening. We're a bunch of animals, so
Right.
Don't worry about that. What's with the sunglasses?
Oh, you just got to have the look, even whether you're in or outside. You know what I mean? It's kind of sunny in here, so I got to make sure my eyes don't get damaged.
I respect it.
I bet you got really nice eyes.
Blue and green, baby.
The fucking base god. Come on, people.
Yeah, man.
Get with that shit. Lucha Palooza in Toronto. Toronto doesn't seem like the home of lucha. Is this and I know this is not the first time you've been to Toronto for lucha. Can you tell us a little bit about Lucha Palooza?
Oh man, Toronto has an incredible following for wrestling in general. They do love their lucha matches up there. I've been going up there for now 3 years, and the following has only grown since I've been there, man. I've been lucky enough to kind of help the booker do his thing and bring in the right people and show the crowds of Toronto a different style of wrestling, lucha libre, and I think the people are really gravitating towards it, man. It's a good mix of lucha and American wrestling up there for Demand Lucha. It's one of my favorite places to work. I'll be up there all week, actually. They have 3 dates coming up midweek: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it should be fun.
Now I'm thinking about going to Toronto for baseball in September.
Why?
Why? Because I can get because Toronto, right? Toronto has some pretty unique things going on with the stadium. I can get a hotel room, and the windows in the hotel look into the stadium, so I don't have to buy a ticket.
There you go. It's one way to save some money.
But it's not cheap. Trust me. What is there to do in Toronto? What's Gringo Loco doing while he's in Toronto?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm usually in and out, but the downtown area is very nice. It's very similar to where I'm from, Chicago. You can go up in the Needle. They got a bunch of bars, a bunch of grills, a bunch of restaurants over there, man. It's a good time. And, Niagara Falls is not too far from there, bro. If you want to rent a car and see it from the Canadian side, it's a lot better than the United States side. So that's also an option. You get in a boat and then get really close to the falls too.
Yeah, plus, you got the peelers in Canada.
Right.
See, Matt didn't know that because Matt just goes there to fucking watch baseball.
What's a peeler?
Peeler, strip clubs. Ha! Oh, you don't like titties? What are you? Are you a man? What's wrong with you? Let me guess. Oh, I got my own. I don't know. Need to go see other people's titties.
No, I can go to a strip club in New Jersey. I don't got to cross the border to go to a
Yeah,
strip
but it's
club.
cheaper in Canada.
You can throw loons at them.
Yeah, throw loonies and toonies at them.
Throw fucking loons at you.
God already did.
Gringo, you mentioned earlier that with the whole Dean thing, how you have a good relationship with AEW and how that's been very positive. Can you elaborate on that a little bit in terms of what exactly has been so great about your relationship working with ROH, working with Tony Khan, and that whole deal?
Yeah, I just think that Tony appreciates the quality of work whenever I'm there. I mean, I hadn't been there in a while, and I took the Detroit loop, and I was in the main event of Ring of Honor against the champion. So that is a sign of good things to possibly come. Next night, I wrestled Blake Christian, and that went really well. I just think that, after being gone for so long and then coming back, it really felt like a family atmosphere. And, everybody was happy to see me back. So I just think that it's a great place to work. A lot of talented people there that I still haven't gotten in the ring with in front of a Ring of Honor and or AEW crowd. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just taking that, in stride, man, just riding the wave and seeing exactly where, that might take me. So I do, I enjoy working there for sure.
And you also, sorry, Brandon, go ahead.
I saw you did a whole bunch of work in Mexico too. Is that a place you're looking to go back to? And do you have any fun crowd moments from Mexico?
Yeah, so that was an earlier chapter for me in my career. I definitely love Mexico with all my heart. I met a lot of my best friends there, and I have a lot of deep relationships there. If Mexico calls, I will definitely go in a heartbeat. As of right now, the Crash and I have been talking a little bit. I did one date for them in Tijuana, but right now I'm busy enough everywhere else. So if Mexico comes calling, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. But every crowd in Mexico, you mentioned about fun crowd moments. I mean, there's so many, when you get those really hot AAA crowds, and I thrive on being a heel. I don't know if many of you guys know that up here in the States, but when you let me do the national anthem in front of a red hot Mexican crowd in Mexico, that's just my happiness, man. It's like this is the best job in the world. You're waving the American flag and just making them hate you with all of their being. Some of those crowds, you got to be led by security back into the locker room because you might be getting into trouble if you're not quick enough.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Gringo, we ask every guest that's ever on the show the same question, and you are no exception to the rule, my friend. Gringo Loco, when was the last time you shit your pants?
Oh man, I think it was recently actually.
Yes.
Look at all you guys saying, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
I think the last three guests were like when I was a baby, and I'm like, all right, I get it.
Gringo Loco is going to be real as can be. Yeah, it was
Fuck yeah.
we were playing that guess my fart game, and the fart turned it into something else, and I had to leave where I was at and go immediately home.
Fuck yes.
But I was I was really trying to impress, and I did, but in the wrong way. So.
Did you leave a dime mark in your drawers, or was everything clean by the when you got home?
Oh man, I think there was definitely some markings going on.
Fuck yes. Gringo Loco, best guest ever. Shit his pants and lived to tell about it. I love it. Matt shit his pants one time at work, and he cleaned them in a porta potty and brought them home and washed them and then used them again.
No, you got to throw those out, man.
There you go.
Well, I didn't, so.
There's still a rotation.
Of course
he throws them in with his wife's delicates too.
No,
And he watched them in a porta potty. Let's not just breeze over that.
With the blue water.
No, see, this is why I can't tell you guys anything, because you take the information and he left again. You guys made him leave. You made him leave. He had enough of this.
He fucking quit.
What happened? He quit.
Well, the audio sounds better anyway.
All right, so Gringo, my favorite Gringo. Oh wait, my favorite match was. Oh, he's not here. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, Birch. He gone.
Man. Buck Zumwalt.
Yes. Why do we keep putting up Birch's question? I want to read what Buck said.
No, that's why I'm putting up Birch's question.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Oh, right.
There he is.
Is he back?
He's back.
Yeah, he back.
It was playing like a Street Fighter sound effect over and over. I was like, "What are these guys doing?" And it was just a glitch or something. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
No worries.
You're good.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't wash my I just cleaned them out. I didn't put them.
You do your laundry. Do your laundry in a porta potty. All right. Just be a man and just admit it. You shit with the door open, so your mother-in-law can watch. It's weird, and it's you. It's who you are, and we love who you are. Let it be, man. Gringo Loco, when you're taking a shit, door closed, right?
Oh, every single time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mike Peterson stole my comment too. He scrubbed them with the toilet cakes.
This about me. We have a fucking
Love
guest
Mike.
here. We have the base god, Gringo Loco's here. You guys are trying to dogpile on me. It's unnecessary.
Honesty.
So why don't we show Gringo Loco what Matthew Birch's favorite match was? My favorite Gringo Loco match was when he came to Pittsburgh and wrestled Mikey Montgomery in a freaking banger of a match for Enjoy Wrestling 2 years ago at Taco Mania. Any memories of that match?
Absolutely, man. That was an outdoor taco fest with like 2,000 people drinking margaritas in the sun. And I had gotten there late and I didn't know what to expect. And it ended up being incredibly awesome, man. That Montgomery kid is going to be something special, man. I think I'm going to see him in Cleveland too, actually. But man, it was so much fun. You know, when you get the guy that you're wrestling open to ideas as well as trust because they know your work, it's like the best combination in this business, to be honest. And that happened that day. It was awesome. Yeah, enjoy wrestling. I've been trying to get back there forever, but the dates never coincide.
Now you work everywhere, Gringo Loco, everywhere. A lot of different spots across the states. I mean, across North America, really, Europe. You're going everywhere. But in the States, man, where are you finding the best crowds that you're working?
What a question. LA is up there. Chicago is up there. LA at the UCC is probably top. Chicago's a very close second, even though I'm from here. I mean, I'd probably tie those two. Oh man, the Philly crowds for WrestleMania last year were very, very good. There's just so many. I mean, number one on the list would definitely be WXW out in Germany, man. I mean, they gave me the moment of my career. I hope somebody from WXW is watching, but I was in the ring with four other athletes, Leo Rush being one of them, and the crowd would not stop chanting for me. Like we had to just look. All of us are looking around, just like what do we do here? Like we can't just start wrestling, and it's something that I'll remember for the rest of my career, man. It was just like they were so into what was going on. When they finally piped down, we got back to work. But yeah, WXW for me, top crowd of professional wrestling.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now, let me ask you this, Loco. Where are you on the intergender wrestling? Because the WWE unfortunately just released a couple names, and GCW just announced that Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade, she's going to be at 5 GCW shows. Is that something on the table for you, where you'd like to get in there and tangle with a female?
Yeah, I don't see any issue with that. I know a lot of people kind of do. I think it's kind of strange. It's like if you're in this industry, you're a wrestler, not necessarily a male or female. We're all doing the same dance. We're trying to give the fans entertainment. So, I've wrestled Masha a handful of times. It's always been great. She actually pushes me to my limit of every time. So that goes to say something. And, I've been in there with Stephanie Becker years ago. And it was a tag match and it was fine. There's a lot of talented female wrestlers out here that require a good base. You know what I mean? And I can provide that. And, I don't have any issue with intergender wrestling, man. I think it's cool to see those two types of different elements together to see what people come up with,
I love it. I'd love to see Elena Black against Gringo Loco at a GCW show. That'd be tits.
That would be tits.
My bad. Sorry. I was looking at the tweet and then I scrolled down. Oh God, I lost my train of thought there. GCW.
Oh, yeah.
You're crushing it there. Is there anybody in the GCW universe that you haven't gotten a tangle with yet that you want to get in there?
Number one on the list, this is a very easy answer, is Matt Cardona.
My man.
It was supposed to happen at my show, The World on Lucha, in Jersey, and the guy tore his bicep or his pec or one of those big muscles that he has, and it didn't come to fruition, man. And I have been, ready to die on that hill saying, give me Matt Cardona for a long time now. And I'm just anxious to see what promotion will pull the trigger first. I think that would be a really good match.
Yeah, I heard a rumor he didn't really tear his bicep. He's just ducking you.
I hit him up. I was like, bro, are you ducking me or are you really hurt? And he showed me a picture of some injury. I don't know if it was current or not, but he made the effort to support the story. So
probably just Incredible's leg.
Or
Cardona ducked nobody.
Probably one of his action figures.
Right.
So you're doing GCW, you're doing Ring of Honor, you're doing AEW, you're all over the place, but you were also at TNA for their last show, Rebellion. You got to do a dark match. Is the door open for TNA? Because I think Gringo Loco is a great fit, and I would love if you were on fucking weekly TV.
Yeah, door is definitely open. That was like, it was like, hey, you're in town. Why don't you come by and show us what you got? And I said, absolutely, man, of course. And, they gave me Laredo Kid, who I know for many years, and I think the match went as well as it possibly could. I'm sure it's going to air soon. And, if they like me, they'll bring me back. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? Because, if they don't like me, then they're not going to call me back. But I think it went really well. I was told that I turned a couple heads in the office or the higher ups. So that's always a good, reassuring thing to hear. And like I said, I enjoy the freedom right now. So we'll just see where the wave takes me.
Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
Yeah, he's great. I met him. He's an awesome dude, bro. He's actually a legit person. So hell yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry.
That's awesome. Loco, I know you're super busy. You're traveling every week and every weekend, and we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Your social media tags have been going across the bottom: Instagram, I_M_base god, Twitter at Gringo Loco OG. You can follow him on those forms of social media. Obviously, if you see Gringo Loco coming to your town, you got to see him wrestle live. Let's be real, people. I mean, Triller is great, but in person, to see the base god do his thing is awesome. Is there anything you want to leave the fans with, or anything we didn't plug that you want to drop before you go and actually maybe get to relax a little bit on this Monday night?
Please, I'm getting ready for that. But the thing that I can tell everyone, fans or anyone alike, if you're going to go after something, do it with passion and never give up. And it's not just a John Cena thing. Never give up, because when you do give up, that time that you lose, you will never get back. So just keep going at whatever you love doing, and the benefits will come on their own. So.
Well, Loco, we appreciate it. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, and that's shitting our pants and washing it in a
Just him.
Porta John.
That's all him.
Loco, this was great. I hope you had a good time. Anytime you want to come back,
I did.
shoot shit and hang out with us. If you ever have anything to promote, you have an open invite to come back, man.
Thank you guys so much, man. Pleasure's all mine.
Thanks, Gringo.
Gringo
Thanks a
Loco,
lot,
everybody.
Gringo.
At Gringo Loco OG.
All right, later, guys.
Or base god
Thank you.
on Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Loco.
Thank
Later, bud. Thanks.
See ya.
See, I gotta put over our friend SJ there for setting that one up too. She literally just met Gringo at a show and was like, "Hey, you should do the Shining Wizard." She the one Friday I go to bed at like 9 p.m. She called me with Gringo on the phone, and I
9
wasn't
p.m.
awake to pick it up. So, yeah, many thanks to her.
It was at a 9
For that.
p.m., huh?
9
It was at
p.m.
the 9 p.m. It was the time for me to go to bed at 9 p.m.
The base god, Gringo Loco. Great get, SJ. Great job, Brundo. Fun interview.